All right, getting ready for that lathe and turning machine operator interview
We're going deep with RoleCatcher's resources.
to, totally crush it.
Take your secret weapon, right?
Think of this deep dive as giving you the knowledge
And those strategies.
to really impress hiring managers.
What I think is so cool about RoleCatcher,
Yeah.
they don't just give you, like, generic advice.
Okay.
They really get into the specifics.
Okay, I like that.
Like the specifics of the role, the
Okay.
industry trends,
Hmm.
even how to use AI
Oh, interesting.
to get that extra edge.
So let's break it all down.
Yeah.
Before we even get to the interview questions,
Right.
let's talk about what the job actually is.
Sure.
What does a lathe and turning machine operator actually do?
Like day to day.
Yeah, day in and day out.
RoleCatcher's career guide is great for that.
Okay.
It lays out all the core responsibilities,
Okay.
and it's more than just running machines.
Hmm.
It's about precision,
Uh-huh.
problem solving.
Right. And, really understanding the materials and processes.
I see.
You're basically taking raw metal
Yeah.
and turning it into these precise parts.
Wow.
Using these powerful machines,
Okay.
often computer controlled.
So that sounds pretty intricate.
Oh, it is.
What are some of the daily tasks?
Well, you'll be setting up and operating lathes and turning machines, of course.
Right.
But it goes beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
You're reading blueprints, choosing the right tools and materials,
Okay.
and making sure those machines are
Yeah.
calibrated
Right.
for total accuracy.
Gotcha.
You're also in charge of quality control,
Okay.
making sure each part
Uh-huh.
meets industry standards.
So attention to detail is key.
Oh, absolutely.
Now I'm seeing some buzzwords here.
Like what?
CNC machining, CAD/CAM software.
Oh, yeah.
Should I know those for the interview?
Absolutely. Those are important.
Okay, can we break those down? Sure. So CNC stands for computer numerical control.
Okay.
Basically, these are machines
Yeah.
that are programmed to
Uh-huh.
do certain tasks,
Hmm.
and they bring a whole new level of precision
I see.
and automation to manufacturing.
Okay.
And then you have CAD,
Uh-huh.
which is computer-aided design.
Right.
That's used to make digital blueprints.
Okay.
And then there's CAM,
Mm-hmm.
computer-aided manufacturing,
Okay.
which basically turns those designs into instructions for the CNC machines.
So being comfortable with those technologies
Yeah.
is a big advantage.
Oh, yeah, huge.
It's not just about manual skills anymore.
No, not at all.
It's about knowing
Mm.
how those digital tools
Right.
are changing the industry.
Exactly. And that's something you can highlight in your interview,
Okay.
even if you're not a CNC expert or anything.
Yeah.
Just showing that you're willing to learn
Yeah.
and adapt
Right.
can make a big difference.
So we've got a good idea of the role now.
I think so.
Let's tackle those interview questions.
Sounds good.
RoleCatcher has given us 10 common ones,
Okay.
and we're going to go through them one by one,
Awesome.
using their insights
Mm-hmm.
from the career guides and AI tools.
So remember, these questions,
Yeah.
they aren't just about your skills.
Right.
They also want to see your personality,
Uh-huh.
how you solve problems,
Right.
and how you'd fit into their team.
So how do we craft answers
Yeah.
that really stand out?
Let's dive in and find out.
First one.
Yeah.
What motivated you to become a lathe and turning machine operator?
Okay.
Seems simple, right?
Yeah.
But what are they really getting at?
They want to see passion.
Oh, okay.
It's not enough to just say, you need a job.
Right, right.
Think about what actually drew you to this field.
Hmm.
Was it a fascination with how things are made?
Ah.
A love for working with your hands? Or maybe wanting to be in an industry? That's constantly changing.
So a generic answer like, I'm a hard worker,
Yeah.
won't really cut it.
Not really, no.
Okay.
Share a story
Mhm.
or an experience
Yeah.
that really sparked your interest.
Okay.
Maybe you tinkered with stuff as a kid
Uh-huh.
or took a shop class that blew your mind.
Oh, I like that.
Or maybe you were inspired by a documentary
Okay.
about advanced manufacturing.
That's cool.
It's about connecting your personal story to
Right.
your career.
Okay, so what if someone is new to this
Right.
and they don't have much experience?
That's totally fine.
Okay, good.
You can talk about what you've done to prepare,
Uh-huh.
maybe online courses,
Right.
books about machining,
Okay.
or even shadowing someone in a workshop.
I see.
Show them that you want to learn,
Mm-hmm.
that you're ready to grow in the field.
Okay, next question. What experience do you have with CNC machines?
All right.
This is where it gets tricky,
For sure.
especially for beginners. Yeah. What's the best way to answer this one?
Just be honest.
Okay.
Don't exaggerate your experience.
Right.
If you're new to CNC,
Yeah.
just acknowledge that. But then talk about how eager you are to learn.
Okay.
Mention any related skills you have.
Like what?
Like computer skills.
Right.
Or experience with other
So
machines.
spin it as a positive.
Exactly.
Wow.
You're a fast learner.
Yeah.
You're adaptable.
Uh-huh.
And you're excited to learn their systems.
And this is where RoleCatcher's AI comes in.
Yes, exactly.
How so?
Their platform can analyze the job description and figure out the exact CNC skills they need.
Wow.
Then you can focus your answer on those skills,
I see.
even if you're still learning them.
So it's like a personalized cheat sheet.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome.
It shows you've done your research
Yeah.
and that you're serious about the job.
Okay, question number 3. How do you ensure the quality of your work meets industry standards? This seems very process-oriented.
It is, yeah.
What are some important things to mention?
It's all about showing
Yeah.
that you're meticulous
Okay.
and that you understand quality control.
Right.
Walk them through your process.
So, like, how I double-check measurements,
Exactly.
use calipers and micrometers,
Yeah.
compare my work to the blueprints, look for any imperfections.
Yes, all of that.
It's not just about knowing the standards.
Right.
It's about showing how I use them in my work.
Exactly.
What about those specific industry standards?
You should definitely mention those.
Oh, okay.
Familiarize yourself with standards like ISO 9001.
Okay.
That's for quality management.
Gotcha.
And ASME Y14.5,
Mhm.
which is for geometric dimensioning and tolerancing.
Okay.
Mentioning those
Right.
shows you're not just pushing buttons.
Right.
You understand the bigger picture
Uh-huh.
of quality assurance in manufacturing.
Okay, on to question 4. Can you describe a time you had to troubleshoot a problem with a machine?
All right, a classic.
This feels like a behavioral interview question.
Oh, it definitely is.
What's the best way to structure my answer?
Use the STAR method.
Oh, right.
Situation, task,
Got it.
action, result.
Gotcha.
So first, set the scene.
Describe the machine and the problem.
Exactly.
Then explain the steps I took to diagnose it.
Right.
So it's about showing how I think analytically
Yeah.
and solve problems.
Exactly.
What kind of details should I include in the action part?
Be specific.
Okay.
Mention the tools you used,
Uh-huh.
the tests you ran,
Right.
any manuals you consulted.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to get technical.
Gotcha.
It shows you that really understand the machines
Okay.
and, of course, end with the solution.
How I fixed the problem
Yeah,
and got things running again.
exactly.
It's not just about fixing it, though.
Right.
It's about showing...
I can think clearly under pressure.
Exactly.
Now, any tips from RoleCatcher's AI on this one?
Oh, yeah, a good one.
What is it?
Their platform can actually analyze your practice responses
Oh, wow.
to these behavioral questions
Okay.
and give you feedback
Like what?
on your delivery, your tone,
Uh-huh.
even the content of your story.
So it's like having a personal coach.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's amazing.
It helped you refine your story
Okay.
and make sure you're hitting all the right points.
Okay, let's move on to question 5. How do you prioritize tasks when multiple projects are due at the same time?
All right.
That's relatable,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
but how do I tailor it to this job?
It's your chance to highlight organizational skills,
Okay.
which are super important in
Yeah.
manufacturing.
Right.
Explain how you assess deadlines,
Mm-hmm.
the complexity of each project,
Okay.
and the availability of materials and resources.
So it's about strategic thinking.
Yeah.
And time management. Exactly.
Should I mention any tools I use for that?
Oh, absolutely.
Like what?
If you use project management software,
Mm-hmm.
to-do lists,
Mhm.
even a whiteboard to keep track of things,
Okay.
mention it.
Shows I'm organized.
It shows you're proactive.
Okay. Question 6 is a tough one. Describe a time you worked with a difficult coworker or supervisor.
Oh, yeah, everyone's been there.
Right.
But it can be tricky to talk about in an interview.
Exactly.
The key is to stay positive.
Okay.
Focus on the resolution.
Don't badmouth anyone.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Describe the situation objectively.
Right.
Highlight the challenges
Uh-huh.
and the steps you took to communicate
Okay.
and find common ground.
So it's about showing my interpersonal skills
Yes,
and how I handle tough situations.
exactly.
What if it didn't end well?
That's all right.
Okay.
The point is to show what you learned,
Right.
how you grew professionally.
Okay.
Maybe you got better at communicating or learned to compromise.
Okay.
Or maybe you found ways to manage conflict.
All right. Question 7. How do you stay up to date with the latest machining technologies and techniques?
Okay.
This is where I can show my passion.
It is, yeah.
So how do I stand out here?
Show that you take initiative,
Okay,
that you're always learning.
right.
Mention any publications you read.
Like trade journals.
Yeah, but be specific.
Okay.
Name the titles.
Okay.
Mention conferences you've attended.
Okay.
Don't forget about online resources, too.
Like what?
There are great YouTube channels, podcasts, online courses.
Right.
Mentioning these shows you're actively learning
Right.
and staying ahead of the curve.
Okay, question 8 is about training. Describe a time you had to train a new operator on a machine.
Okay.
What are they looking for with this one?
This one's all about communication.
Right.
Breaking down complex things
Uh-huh.
and making sure things are safe. Describe your approach to training.
So,
Right.
was I patient?
Yeah.
Did I make clear instructions?
Mm-hmm.
Did I emphasize safety?
Exactly.
So it's about showing leadership
Yes.
and my ability to guide others.
Exactly.
What if I haven't had a formal training role?
Think about any time
Yeah.
you've helped someone learn something.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be formal training.
Right.
The key is to show that
Yeah.
you can explain things clearly and patiently.
All right, on to question 9. How do you ensure that your work area is clean and organized?
Okay.
This one seems pretty simple,
It does, yeah.
but is there more to it?
There is, yeah.
Okay, like what?
A clean and organized workspace
Mm-hmm.
is crucial for safety,
Uh-huh.
efficiency,
Okay.
and precision in machining.
Gotcha.
So when you answer,
Yeah.
highlight those things.
Okay.
Talk about how you organize tools,
Mm-hmm.
dispose of waste properly,
Right.
and follow procedures to
Mhm.
keep things safe and clutter-free.
So it's not just about being tidy.
Right.
It's about showing
Yeah.
I'm detail-oriented
Exactly.
and committed to a professional workspace.
Exactly.
Any AI tips for this one?
RoleCatcher's AI
Yeah.
can give you some good feedback here.
Okay.
Their platform can analyze your answers
Uh-huh.
and suggest ways to make your language stronger.
Okay.
So you're really getting across that
Yeah.
you're committed to safety and professionalism.
Those little tweaks can make a difference.
Oh, they can, yeah.
It's about presenting myself in the best way.
Exactly.
Okay, last question for this section. How do you prioritize safety when operating machines?
Okay.
This feels like a no-brainer.
Yeah, it does.
But how do I make my answer stand out?
Don't just list safety rules.
Okay.
Talk about how you're proactive about safety.
So, like, how I do regular maintenance checks,
Exactly.
inspect equipment before using it,
Mm-hmm.
always follow lockout, tagout procedures.
Yes, all of that.
So it's about showing that
Yeah.
I'm safety conscious.
Yes.
It's not just memorizing rules.
Exactly.
Can I talk about
Yeah.
encouraging a culture of safety among coworkers?
Oh, absolutely.
Like reminding them to wear their PTE
Yeah.
or report potential hazards.
That's great.
Shows I care about everyone's safety,
Exactly.
not just my own.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze those answers
Oh, okay.
and give you feedback.
To make my commitment to safety clear.
Exactly.
So there's no doubt in the interviewer's mind
Right.
that I'm responsible and safe.
Exactly. Now that we've gone over those questions,
Yes.
let's think bigger picture.
Okay, I like that.
What does your career in this field look like?
So not just the interview,
Right.
but the long game.
Exactly.
What does RoleCatcher say about that?
They have some great insights in their guide
Okay,
about what you can expect
Uh-huh.
as you move up in your career.
I love that.
They break it down into 3 stages: entry-level, junior, and senior lathe and turning machine operator.
So each stage has different
Yeah,
responsibilities and challenges.
exactly.
And it's interesting to see how the role changes over time.
Absolutely.
Let's dive into each stage then.
Sure.
What does an entry-level operator usually focus on?
Well, at that stage,
Yeah.
you're like a sponge.
Okay.
You're learning the basics,
Right.
honing your skills
Mm-hmm.
under the guidance of experienced operator.
So it's like an apprenticeship.
Exactly.
You're learning the ropes,
Yeah,
mastering those fundamentals,
right.
building that foundation for your career.
Exactly.
It's about proving yourself,
Mm-hmm.
being eager to learn,
Yeah,
absorbing everything you can.
absolutely.
Then you move up to junior level.
Right.
What changes there?
You get more independence,
Okay,
more autonomy.
I see.
You're trusted to set up and run machines on your own,
Wow.
read those complex blueprints,
Mhm.
and troubleshoot minor problems.
So you're not just following instructions anymore.
Right.
You're thinking for yourself,
Yeah,
solving problems on your own.
exactly. You're showing that you can work independently,
Right.
that you take ownership of your work.
Okay, so what about that senior level?
The senior lathe and turning machine operator.
What does it take to get there?
That's where leadership comes in.
Okay,
And real expertise.
I see.
Senior operators,
Yeah.
they're the mentors,
Yeah.
the problem solvers,
Right.
the leaders on the shop floor.
Okay.
They might supervise teams,
Uh-huh.
train new operators,
Mm-hmm.
develop efficient processes,
What?
or even specialize in a certain type of machining or technology.
That sounds challenging,
Oh, it is.
but rewarding.
Yeah.
It's not just about technical skills anymore.
No.
It's about leadership,
Right.
mentorship,
Mm-hmm.
and really understanding the whole process.
Exactly.
And RoleCatcher doesn't just describe these roles.
Yeah.
They give advice on how to stand out at each stage.
They do, yeah.
Like what?
They talk about building a portfolio
Okay.
to showcase your best work,
Uh-huh.
networking in the industry,
Mm-hmm.
and even joining professional organizations
That's great.
so you can stay connected and informed.
So it's a roadmap for your whole career.
Exactly.
It's awesome
It is, yeah.
how much thought they've put into helping people succeed in this field.
Absolutely.
And RoleCatcher's AI can help with all of this.
Oh, for sure.
How so?
You can upload your resume to their platform,
Okay.
and their AI will analyze it.
Interesting.
It compares your skills and experience to the requirements of each job you're looking at.
So it's not just sending out the same resume everywhere.
No, not at all.
It's tailoring it for each job.
Exactly.
How does the AI actually do that tailoring?
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It can actually suggest changes to your resume,
Wow.
highlighting the skills that are most relevant.
It's like having a career coach
Exactly.
who knows exactly what you're looking for.
Right.
That's incredible. It takes the guesswork out.
It does, yeah.
Helps you present yourself in the best light.
Exactly.
So how does that AI magic work for interview prep?
Let's say you're practicing
Yeah.
that question about troubleshooting.
Right.
You can record yourself on RoleCatcher,
Okay.
and their AI will analyze it,
Cool.
your delivery, your tone, even what you're saying.
Okay.
And it gives you feedback
Mm-hmm.
to help you improve your answers
Wow.
and boost your confidence.
It's like a virtual mock interview
Pretty much.
with expert feedback
Right.
tailored to the specific job.
Exactly.
That's amazing preparation.
It is.
And that can make all the difference.
Oh, it can, yeah.
It shows you're serious,
Mm-hmm.
that you've done your homework,
Right.
and you're ready to go.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about the role itself,
Yeah.
broken down those tough questions,
Yeah.
and even looked at what a career in this field could be.
It's been a good overview.
What's the main
Yeah.
thing you want listeners to take away from this?
I want them to go into that interview
Yeah.
feeling prepared, confident,
Right.
and genuinely excited about the opportunity.
I love that.
We've given them the tools, the insights,
Yeah.
even the AI support.
Right.
Now it's their turn.
To shine.
Exactly.
Now, before we wrap up,
Yeah.
let's go back to something we talked about earlier.
Okay.
Automation in manufacturing.
Right.
How does that affect this role?
It's a big question.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to stand out?
In this changing world.
It's all about embracing technology.
Okay.
Don't see it as a threat,
Right.
but as a chance to grow.
I see.
Don't just settle for the basics.
Okay.
Become a master of CNC programming. Dive into robotics and automation.
Wow.
Explore 3D printing and all these new technologies.
So be proactive. Always be learning.
Yeah,
And be on the cutting edge.
exactly.
Those skills will only become more valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
So invest in your knowledge.
Yeah.
Stay curious. Never stop exploring.
I love that.
Now let's talk about one of those new technologies.
Like what?
3D printing.
Ah, yes.
Additive manufacturing.
Big topic.
How is that changing the world of machining?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
A lot of people see 3D printing as like a threat
Okay.
to traditional manufacturing.
Right.
But it's actually creating new opportunities
Interesting.
for skilled machinists.
How so?
Well, 3D printing is good for prototypes
Uh-huh.
and making complex shapes,
Okay.
but it often can't match
Yeah.
the precision and finish
Right.
that you need for the final product.
I see.
That's where machinists come in.
Okay.
They can use their skills
Yeah.
to refine those 3D printed parts, make sure they meet the standards.
So it's not about one replacing the other.
No.
It's about them working together,
Exactly.
complementing each other's strengths.
Right.
And skilled machinists who embrace 3D printing
Yeah.
will be super valuable in the future.
Absolutely. It's exciting to see.
It is, yeah.
How technology is pushing things forward.
For sure. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, all this new tech and how it's changing everything.
It's like a whole new world.
So we've talked about the role, gone through those interview questions, even looked at career paths.
Yeah,
Feels like we've covered a lot.
we have.
What's the one big thing you want listeners to remember?
I want them to walk into that interview room
Yeah.
and just feel ready.
Prepared.
Yeah, prepared, confident, and excited about the job.
I love that.
We've given them everything they need.
The tools, the insights, the AI support.
Now it's up to them to take it and run with it.
Exactly.
Now, before we go,
Yeah.
I want to touch on something again.
Okay.
We talked about automation in manufacturing.
Right.
And how it's changing things.
It is, yeah.
What's your advice for someone who wants to really excel
Okay.
as a lathe and turning machine operator?
Especially in this new world.
Yeah.
Embrace the technology.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of it.
Don't see it as a threat,
No.
but as an opportunity
Exactly.
to learn and grow.
Right.
So don't just stick with the basics.
Yeah.
Become a CNC programming pro. Learn about robotics and automation.
Right.
See how 3D printing is changing the game. Be proactive.
Yeah.
Keep learning. Be on that cutting edge.
Exactly.
And those skills will only get more valuable.
Oh, they will? Yeah.
So invest in your knowledge.
Right.
Stay curious and never stop exploring.
Yeah. That's great advice.
I think that's a great place to wrap up.
It is.
It's not just about getting the job.
Right.
It's about building a career
Yeah.
in a field that's always changing.
And with everything we've talked about today,
Yeah.
I think our listeners are ready.
To go out there and do just that,
I agree.
RoleCatcher is there to help too.
Oh, absolutely.
With resources and that AI support.
To help you get where you want to be.
So to all those future machinists out there, go ace those interviews.
Good luck.
Shape your future in metalworking.
It's an exciting field.
Until next time.
Yeah. Happy machining.